Skol Vikings, let's win the game. Skol Vikings, honor your name.
Keep doing it. Keep doing the sounds.
I thought you might let me do it until you just came and personally murdered me.
You are correct. I feel like that we need more of an avant-garde soundscape podcast to break up the monotony of you and me agreeing with each other.
Well, people who don't like the Vikings will tell me, like, if I hear that horn one more goddamn time, Drew. It's like it is the Nordic tomahawk chop, and it does great on non-Viking fan nerves, and I can understand.
Is it like the Ricola horn? Is that the idea?
No, it's like a war horn. Like it's at the front of a ship when you're ready to go into battle, and you're just so fired up you have to announce that you're ready to kick some ass. I
always thought of that as like the Ricola horn was like the same thing, but it was going to war against sore, itchy, painful throats.
You know, I never understood when Kenny Mayne was a SportsCenter anchor. He used to do the Ricola thing on long threes, like in the highlights, and I never understood why he did that. That was always like the birth for me of SportsCenter catchphrases that are just a guy yelling a phrase just to make it happen.
the sounds as opposed to like actual words.
Yeah. He was like,
there's a lot of good horns left. The Patriots have an annoying one too.
Do they? Don't they fire like a musket or something? Don't they have like an old-timey cannon?
They do, but there's also a sound that plays on third downs at Foxborough. It sucks.
I hate the Patriots, but I like the old-timey cannon. I think that's a fine idea. I have no problem with that. Yeah, anyway, after what happened on Sunday night, we simply had to have an emergency podcast because that's what a good podcast boy does whenever something happens that's important. There must be direct and immediate podcast action. We must slide down the fucking pod pole and go and address
the most oxymoronic thing that you can possibly do, which is record an emergency podcast.
They do it. There's like literal tweets like with siren emojis, like this calls for an emergency podcast. This has to be addressed with a polite 40-minute conversation with the occasional water break.
Via Skype. Please like and subscribe on iTunes.
Oh my God, a 12th man. The NBA was traded. This calls for an emergency podcast.